Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. So if that wasn't a successful day yesterday for XRP traders and holders, then I don't know. It certainly rallied after it broke above our triangle here a few days ago. We talked about a few weeks ago about this series of 1-2-1-2 setups. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. There are other interpretations that are possible, but for now it works. We then broke above the triangle, indicated here the target for the third wave yesterday morning. I think at the time we were down here after our 1-2 setup. That was reached. That was the 1.618 extension here. That was the dog in the background. That was the 1.618 extension here, the third wave. So that is a typical target you get for the third wave. If you see that 1.618 extension, then in the video, I think it was in the video or it was just on Telegram and Discord, I provided you a signal trend reversal area for the price to run back into in a fourth wave to have a chance to still give us a fifth. So it came into this area, as you can clearly see here. It touched the 23.6 retracement at 51.3 cents and then rallied in the fifth wave. And let's just check if it reached target, because I gave you some targets. Actually, I think it pushed a little higher after the video, so I need to move up the box a little. That's relevant support, but it didn't make a difference because it reached it either way. So for now, it's all about, right, what is the target for that fifth wave? Okay, so we measure length wave 1 through 3, came down to the 4. And you can see we sort of reacted now to the golden, yeah, you could, well, not the golden ratio, but yeah, well, the 61.8 extension, right? That is a key target. It pushed a little bit above it, but couldn't really close above it. So you didn't really get that sustained break. And this is now a real decision point here, around 57 cents. From here, I wouldn't be surprised if it now comes down into the next wave 4 support. It can always escalate higher. I mean, looking at the subwave structure here, I wouldn't be surprised that this was just maybe the third wave of the fifth, but then it doesn't make sense at some point to really do the micro counting, right? For me, it's about, like, you know, as long as we're holding above the wave 4 high, low, yeah, which is here the 51.3 cent level, the focus can be on higher, but we can actually make it a little bit clearer, because typically a break of the 50% retracement is a first indication that this wave up is done. So I'm going to give you one support area against which the price can go higher on the micro level. That's really nano support, you could say, 54.9 cents. So if we get a sustained break below that level, in my opinion, it is quite likely that we're going to come back in wave 4. Not guaranteed. Overall, yeah, this is just nano support. For example, if I say, right, we had here maybe a small 1-2 setup in this wave 5. This here was the wave 3. We're coming back in a wave 4, and then we need to hold 54.9 cents. If that's the case, we can still push higher, one more wave in that fifth wave. If we break below that level, it would be a very good indication that we're coming back in this circle fourth wave. I did highlight to you yesterday that this is short-term quite bullish. We talked about that since we've listed these 1-2 setups. Actually, I think that was already back in here in January. The focus can be on higher in general as long as we're holding the circle wave 4 support, because while it is possible that this still pushes higher in the micro, it will at some point come back, and then this is the moment of truth, because it will be a more substantial retracement, not a crash. It shouldn't be, at least not as long as we want to climb further up. And the bulls, if the bulls are strong enough and hold wave 4 circle wave 4 support here, then it can cascade higher as shown here. Yeah. So the idea is, first of all, we need to be watching for 54.9 cents. As long as we're holding that, the focus generally can be on higher here in this micro structure. If it breaks below that level, this wave 4 support is becoming relevant, because this is the wave 4 that belongs to this 1-2 setup. Yeah, we would then complete here the third, come back in a fourth, and move up in a fifth. This wave 4 support is between 47.6 cents and, I need to activate the 23.6 FIB as well, and 53.2 cents. So anywhere in that region, the price could turn around or should turn around in a wave 5. Ideal target for a fourth is always the 38.2 fib level. So we talk here about the 50 cents. As long as it comes back into the orange box, it can turn around and give us a fifth to the upside. I can't give you a target for the fifth yet because we need sort of a confirmed bottom in a wave 4. I can give you sort of a guideline target, right? So we take length of waves 1 through 3 because this could still push higher, so it's not reliable, but just to get an idea. And let's say we come back to the 50 cent level, then the target for that next wave up should be around 64 cents, maybe 73 in a more extreme case. Yeah, that's sort of where we are currently. And if we break, however, below 47.6, there is an increased risk that this structure is going to break down eventually. Yeah, but for now the trend is up. If we zoom out a little bit into the larger structure, then we can see that. Let me go to the. No, that's fine. That's the movement since June. So the idea is that here on the larger structure, the move up that occurred between June and September was only an A wave. The move down here was a B wave into January, and since then we've been starting to count an impulse to the upside. So that was good because it indicates higher prices, right? In a C wave here. So that can certainly push higher, and that ABC would be part of a higher degree B wave. Now, based on this count, it would still suggest eventually another low, but we need to take it level by level here, right? I mean, if that turns into a proper impulse and then holds a higher low, I'm happy to say the low was already in. The only reason I'm still counting this as a large B wave with another low to come eventually is because of this structure, which wasn't great. But bear in mind, we take it level by level here, and the trend is up, and we've been talking about upcoming uptrend since January, yeah, when we started to count this impulse. The wave 2 took quite long time-wise, and we could now be in this third wave. So just to show you again, 1 up in C, wave 2 down, and now we are in a third wave. And then there should be a fourth and a fifth. So this can still push higher, yeah? And if we just take a target for the C wave, wave A, wave B, and we're looking first of all at the 1-to-1 ratio, that's pretty much where we are now, yeah? And that's 56.7 cents, but it looks unfinished. So ideally pushing higher, we could keep in mind the 74 cent level here, the 1.618 extension. If it gets way above that, it would increase probabilities that it's more bullish than just a C wave. Yeah, okay. But then that doesn't matter so much now from a trading point of view here. So from a trading point of view, the trend is clearly up until it isn't, right? So these structures can be traded until they break. At some point they will break. And for example, we want that small orange one here to break to indicate that we're in the larger fourth wave. So, okay. But yeah, that's sort of where we are. I think the trend is still up. If we break below 47.6, that's when I would start to think that something's off here. All right, that's my update about XRP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.